Hello, this is types of energies and where to find them. So go ahead, go to the supply shelf, get the paper that looks like this. It is double-sided, so it has something that looks like that on the other side. But we're going to start on this side. So go and pause the video, go and get this paper. We're going to talk a little bit about some really important words when talking about types of energy in the water cycle. There's lots of different types of energies in the water cycle, and there's different words that we use. So let's talk about those. Whatever I write on my paper, you're going to write on your paper. Simple as that. So the first word is reservoir. A reservoir is a part of the water cycle where water is stored or stays in one place for a while. So it's a part of the water cycle where water is stored or stays in one place for a while. So this is kind of like a hotel for water. Okay. A transfer is the opposite of a reservoir. So a transfer is part of the water cycle where water is moving from one place to another. This is kind of like a highway for water. So a reservoir is a hotel for water. A transfer is a highway for water. Reservoir, it's staying in one place. Transfer, it's moving from one place to another. A collection. A collection is a place in the water cycle where water collects for a long period of time. All collections are reservoirs. Okay, this is very important. All collections are reservoirs. All collections. I'm going to use a highlighter. I'll highlight this sentence right there. All collections are reservoirs. It's very, very important. Okay, now that we know what a reservoir, transfer, and a collection are, let's talk about the three types of energy that are most common in the water cycle. The first is thermal energy. Thermal energy. Thermal energy is also known as heat energy. Now, thermal energy comes from the sun. All energy in the water cycle comes from the sun. All energy in the water cycle comes from the sun. So once the energy gets into the water cycle, it either is potential energy or kinetic energy. Potential energy is stored energy. So this is when water is not moving. But it could in the future. Okay. There is potential energy in reservoirs and collections. So there's potential energy in reservoirs and collections because the water is not moving, but it could eventually move later, but right now it's not moving. Kinetic energy is the energy of motion. Okay, the energy of motion. This is when water is moving. Okay. And there is kinetic energy in transfers. Okay, there is kinetic energy in all transfers. All right, go ahead, read through this page that we just took notes on, and then you're going to watch the next video. The next video is going to show you what to do with this other side of the paper.